Hello, welcome back to the Bullets franchise. We're going to take a look at our player development opportunities before we get started. We have a lot to cover today with an update, things like that. Speed and arm for Sophia. I don't know that we necessarily need Royal Thunderer. Contact and fielding, which would not be a bad go for her. She's got decent fielding as is, but certainly wouldn't stand any worse for wear to be improved. Get a doctor. Junk and accuracy. Both good shouts for Getty. And then we have Canopy Cannon. Potential for 4 fielding and a power at the expense of an arm, which I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to. Don't need it. I think the big one out of this list, at least for me so far, was, where did you go? Royal Thunderer. We're going to start with that. So we have an update to Super Mega Baseball 4, which we'll get to as we after we look at the lineup here and get a look at something new that's come across in the league. Let's do this one for Canopy. Well, do we want to do a 25 or 20% chance of... No, we don't. No, we don't. Do we have enough money for anything else? Yeah, we could do what? What could we do? Wedge Velagas. He certainly needs help. 2 accuracy. Is that worth a darn? For him, he's got decent accuracy. He's just not very good at a lot of other things. He could get, I was going to say simulated. This is all simulated, but whatever, we'll try for this. His accuracy is total nonsense. 17. Get out of here. Alright, well, that'll do it for player development. Let's take a look at the lineup. And oh my gosh, holy Hannah, what happened to the hamburgers? They are rebranded as the Hoboken Haulers. Got a little Halloween color scheme going on. I did something else new that I'm going to show you for this home game that we're going to get a look at in just a moment. So let's hop into the lineup creation screen right here. And we're not ready to play. We got to take a look at our lineup. Layla Uptown, we got a lot of tenseness going on. We definitely got some things to deal with. Locked in Canopy Cannon, that is good to see. Agro Pepper is feeling a little bit tense, and he's on the left field side of the diamond. Let's see what we can do there, if anything. It looks like we can get a Blammo battery out there. I mean, I don't love the idea, if I'm being honest. Also, potentially Dustin Schaffer out in the outfield. He's struggling. We don't have a big bench to draw from. Play through it. Sorry. You're just going to have to roll with it. Neutral locked in for whoever you are. Cesar Jax. Let's pop him up the batting order a touch then. We put you in the 5 spot maybe. We get Canopy here. Why don't we move you up even to the 3 spot? Let's do that. And then we got Canopy cleanup. I like that. All right. And then, yep. Okay, the rest of this looking good. And the other button I got to figure out, and give me a moment. We got Ruby Farrell on the hill for us. And I got to figure out one thing, and that's going to be... Don't want to change team, but I do want to change something. Can we do it from here? No. Where does one do the thing that they added in the update? So here's a look at their lineup. We can do that. That's kind of cool. Bestiality, Warren Waters. Anybody we know? Natalie Campus. I'm reading these. Oliver Homebrew. He was formerly a Dazzler, so he's with Hoboken now. That's interesting, certainly. Anybody else that we recognize immediately? Flip Bats. Is that the pitcher? Yeah, I think so. All right. Okay, real questions. How does one do the uniform changing thing that we can do? Can we do that? How do we do it? I know we can do it, but how? I don't know, the big button that says select a uniform, that might make a difference. Okay, this is what happens when you have a blind guy doing the things. We're doing alternate uniform 1 for October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's Striking Out Cancer Night. That's a real promotion for the ball club I used to work for, and they would auction off the game-worn jerseys, so that's what we're going to go with tonight as we get ready to take on the Haulers. Daytime baseball from the Emerald Diamond, and we're going to get back to it. Should be a good one. Ruby Farrell started off in the bullpen for us. Now she'll be picking up the rock to start us off against the newly rebranded Hoboken Haulers. Green tops, gray bottoms. Someone just stepped into the box to get us started, and I wasn't paying attention to who, but Ruby was. And she deals. That is popped up and handled easily for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch.
Number 11, Warren Waters.
Here comes Warren Waters. 1 up, 1 down early. Ruby Farrell gets ready for her next victim and deals a ball upstairs. 1-0. That's down. 2-0 to Waters. Here it is. On the ground. Not going to escape the Bullets infield, and there's 2 down.
Catcher number 18, Natalie Campos.
Natalie Campos behind the dish today for Hoboken. Stands in for her first offering. And another ball from Ruby. 2 of those, in fact. 2-0 to Natalie. And that's fouled away to make the count 2-1. So the bright pink tops, I love that they added the ability for alternate uniforms in SMB4, and that's popped to right field, and that's going to get down a single for Natalie Campos.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 8, Kenya Powell.
Here's Kenya Powell. Well, runner on first, but yeah, I love the fact that they made the alternate unis a part of the update. There was a slight change, about a 10% reduction in the strike zone top to bottom. So if you're seeing any different kind of calls than we're used to, that is where those are going to come from, and that's good for an out and an end to the top of inning number 1. So the Haulers scoreless, and here come your Bayfront Bullets in their pink to black gradient pants, pink shirts. Pink all around, and Layla starts it off with a strike and bonks that one left field. That's got air under it, however, and should be good for out number 1. In fact, it will be. And so each ball club, first runner retired. And here's Sophia Coffey. All right, well, she's been struggling, and she hits that down the line fair, but it's gobbled up and handled for out number 2. Here's Cesar Jacks, who's been swinging a good stick. And you hope that he might be able to get things going against flip bats here. Home half of the first, we're scoreless. Cesar ahead in a 2-1 count now with 2 gone. Gets that on the ground and through a hit. So both ball clubs manage a hit in their first inning. And that is going to bring up the man himself, Canopy Cannon, who's also swinging a good stick. Locked in, coming into the ball game, and showing it there as he swings at the first one. Unfortunately, it's going to result in the end of the inning. So at the end of 1, we are scoreless from the diamond. And here come Hoboken. Oliver Homebrew. We mentioned it in the lineup portion, and used to play for Lakewood. Spent a good amount of time as a dazzler. Started his own beer company. And apparently his exploits have been successful enough that he was wanted by another ball club as he hits into a good out. Another addition in that update, speaking of, and I don't know if that's what that sound was or not, but if fielders make good plays, there is a chance that their mojo will increase slightly or a lot, kind of depending on the how good the play was, how highlight worthy it was, I suppose. And if they make a bad play, if there's big errors they could lose mojo from fielding. So I love to see that one as someone who's not directly playing these games. Yeah, so I'm hearing that little like drum sound. So I'm wondering if those are. Here's Maya Intense. That's an awesome name. But I'm wondering if that's what some of those noises are that are popping in, if you're hearing those. There was something else I was going to talk about with the update as well. So the strike zone, alternate unis, and the the stat increases. That's fair, and a very similar play to what we had last inning. And headed to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Pitchers have the upper hand early. The other one that did come across is that player development opportunities bring with them the chance for loyalty increases, which I really appreciate because that makes sense. If you are going to spend the money on increasing a player's stats, it would make sense that they would appreciate that and then become more loyal to your ball club. As that's a single to lead off the bottom of the second. We'll take it. Oh, wait, maybe that's a double. Just kidding. I'm blind. All right. Weird camera angles messing with my eyeballs. All right. A scoring position. And here's Agro Peppers, who apparently has swapped his bat for a pink one. I honestly, for real, and I promise I'm not lying, I didn't do that on purpose. And Agro Peppers has knocked in a single to put him at the corners, which you love to see. Here's Royal Thunderer. She just had a PDO before the ball game, and she stands in, takes a strike. 0-1. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Runners going. I think that's... Yeah, well, it's... Yeah, the aggro thrown out again. Not what you like to see. Now there's two gone. That's why you don't run on ridiculous pitches, and he has not had success stealing bases extraordinarily often. Molly O'Connor. We're used to seeing her in such bright green, and here she is in pink. That's a strike to O'Connor, and we're in danger as she's in the whole 0-2 of squandering an opportunity here. That's just high. 1-2, here it comes from bats. All the way, so we'll do it again. Molly strikes out. Absolute ridiculous inning. You don't run on silly counts and in silly situations, and Agro paid for it, and so did the Bullets. We're scoreless headed to the third.
Daydream Walkman.
Daydream Walkman. Is that what people do when they listen to a Walkman? They just daydream, walk around? Does anybody have those anymore? And Walkman says, I don't know if I have one, but I'm going to hit the ball. And it doesn't work out, but good effort.
Number 2, Flip Bats.
Flip Bats. On a bright red T-ball looking thing. I don't know what that's about. As Farrell winds up and deals low. Smack to left, going back, and foul. That could have been out of here, and that would have been embarrassing. Flip Bats. 0-2. All the way, we'll do it again. Ruby almost gets the first strikeout. For striking out Cancer Knight, could it be here? No, not there. 0-2. On foul again. Ruby can't put away the pitcher. That's not a good look. Deals another one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on now. And on the ground should be playable. The throw across in plenty of time, and that's an out.
The shortstop, number 30, Beast All Day.
Beast All Day. Giving us some trouble thus far in this series. If the name remembrance of my brain is working at all properly, and not going to give us trouble there. No problem for the defense. And the third inning for Hoboken has ended. We're still tied, 0-0.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 1, Ruby Farrell.
Here comes Ruby Farrell, going to lead us off in the home half of inning number 3 against Flip Bats. Southpaw deals a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. All right, take it high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Farrell. And a strikeout. All right, 1 up, 1 down. And we're back to the top of the order. Second time through. Layla Uptown going to lead it off. And there's lots of noises going on today. And they did mention some audio improvements. I don't really understand what those noises mean. But Layla runs it out, legs it out. She's at first. Wow. All right.
Number
Sophia has a shot here with a runner in, I was going to say scoring position. Layla is not in scoring position. And unless you do something like that, Sophia lines into an out. Never mind. It's fine. I got excited. The camera looked good. Don't come at me. All right, Cesar Jacks swinging in, ready to do damage. And he does. Left field. That thing's hit a ton and it's out of here. Let's go, he says. A 2-run shot for Cesar Jacks and the Bullets. Finally have a lead again. It's been a game or 3. And there's 2 on the board. Here's Canopy Cannon. Can he follow up? And maybe go back to back. He's got the pop. First pitch is low. It's a ball. 1-0. 2-0 to Cannon. And he swings at that one and lines it way back to Somewhereville, and that's going to be good for a double for Cannon. No problem there. Slide in at second, and a runner in scoring position now for Dean Robinson. Big spot here. You want to capitalize on this momentum as you're playing at home. Absolutely. Robinson in a 1-1 count. Here comes Bats. That's not there. 2 balls and a strike. And oh, that took out Bats. Call the trainer. They're going to get an out on the play, which is going to end the inning, but I don't know about Flip Bats. 2 runs for the Bullets. But Flip Bats could be in trouble. Here comes Waters. You gotta hope this half inning they can take a look at Flip Bats, see what the situation might be. That didn't sound good. And that's all I got to work on. That's hit through. Up for a single, and the Haulers in business. Word on the rebrand, by the way, as Natalie Campos steps in, is that the Hamburgers were drawing subpar crowds out to Peril Point. And when surveyed, the fans said who'd name their team the Hamburgers. That's ridiculous. And so in a unprecedented mid-season move, they've put a couple runners on and might have a run here. We will see. Runner is going for the plate, and the lead's cut in half. So the name change might be having an effect here. Kenya Powell stepping in. So it's a 2-1 ball game. Nobody out. Runner aboard for Hoboken. That's hit foul for strike for Powell. Not there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kenya whacks that on the ground. Second. No, I was going to say second 1, but they just went for the sure out. All right. Oliver Homebrew stepping on in. Well, there's 1 away, and a runner at third. That's the tying run. Too high there for Homebrew. And easily puts it in play. The throw's going to go for a double play, and that's the inning. Wow. All right. Well, they picked up 1, but that's all they got. It's 2-1 as we move to the bottom half here. I really want to know why Agro's bat is pink. I swear it was orange. I'm blind. I'm not that blind. All right, Agro. And that's a ball inside, unless that was changed for the team color. And Agro to center, right center field. That's going back. And he's caught out, allowed out to start the inning. Loyal Thunderer stepping on in for us. And she's ahead 2-0. And you love to see it. Center field for Royal going back. And that's going to be an out as well. Put good wood on these baseballs. Not able to do much with them as Molly O'Connor steps in with a couple of outs here in the bottom half of what I believe is, yes, inning number 4. I had to look at that up there. Usually I can kind of keep track of a game in my head, but oh, Molly is just beside herself. Strikes out. Inning is over. We're moving on to the 5th. It's a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Bullets.
Number 24, Narciso Clements.
Comes Narciso Clements leading it off against Ruby. That's too high a ball.
Strike.
Farrell deals. That's a strike.
Nope. Low.
Not there. 2-1.
Down.
3-1 the count to Narciso. Fouls that one away. Full count.
Go.
And that's a first strikeout for striking out Cancer Knight. How about it? Love to see it.
Intense.
Mariah. Oh, I thought it was Maya Intense. Mariah Intense. Excuse me. And intense indeed. Left field going back, and that one is going to find some wall. So intense is aboard, and that is the tying run.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 60, Daydream Walkman.
Daydream Walkman comes in with a chance to potentially make this an even ball game with that tying run at second base. First pitch is in there for, and second peach, second peach, yes. That's what Mario calls it. Throw it to Peach. All right. Oh, man, not going well here for Ruby. Next to Molly. Strikeout again. Second one of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 2, left bats.
Here's Flip Bats. Did stay on the game after taking a comebacker,
Edwin Kelly.
but will now depart in favor of Edwin Kelly. Steps in and takes a ball high from Ruby. That's on the pop-up side of the field. I was going to say on the ground, but it wasn't. And that's an out. And that will send people away. And somebody else is coming in. I didn't see that. You did. Bottom of the fifth. Up and coming. Still a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting, pitcher, number 1, Ruby Farrell.
Ruby Farrell. There's the number 1. Will bat for herself. Got a righty on the mound. Farrell goes back. That's hit a long way. And that's out of here. Ruby Farrell, a pitcher, has just gone yard. And the Bullets lead by 2. A solo shot for Ruby Farrell. Wow. All right. And here comes Layla Uptown. Well, you don't see pitcher home runs extraordinarily often. That's not there to Layla. A little rattled more than likely, as that's an easy out. So Layla retired on the ground ball there. Here's Sophia Coffey. 1 home run already in the inning. It's a 3-1 ball game. Sophia fouls that one away. It's 0-1.
Ball outside.
Outside to even things. Plane 11. And a pop-up may be it for Coffey. Yep, that will in fact be the case. All right, Cesar Jacks, see what he can do for us. Bottom half of inning number 7. Bullets lead by 2. It's 3-1 against Hoboken.
That's inside.
And that's hit to right. Get out of here, ball. Not going to get out of here, but it will find a little bit of that spare real estate out there. And be good for a double, I believe. All right, Canopy Cannon, who has already had a good night, intentionally walked to put a couple men in scoring position, or excuse me, a couple men on base, one of which is in scoring position for Dean Robinson. And he will bat. Big spot in this one. Robinson gets a hold of that left field going back. That's got a chance, and it's gone. The intentional walk comes back to bite Hoboken. It's a 3-run homer for Dean Robinson. And the Bullets have broken it open here. That'll increase the confidence of these home fans. Here comes Agro Peppers. And it's a 6-1 Bullets lead. Peppers whacks that one through, says, I want to add to this, and does with a single. Here comes Royal Thunder, a runner aboard in a big inning for your Bullets. 2 gone. That one's not there, it's a ball. It's a big inning here, and Royal ahead 2-0. Gets a hold of that one. Down the line foul. Pops it up. That may end the inning. Royal does, but she tried to make contact. Bullets in that inning pick up 4 runs. Lead the hit column 10-4. Now lead this ball game 6-1 as we move to inning number 6. Beast all day gonna step on in. And Ruby having a great start. She's given up 1 through her first 5 innings of work. Picked up a couple of Ks. Never hurts. Playing 11, the count to Beast all day. That's not there. 2-1. Foul away, even up at 2 apiece. Here comes. All right, down the line foul, not by much. Got away with one there, did. And that's fair, but handle and the out in time.
Now batting, third baseman, number 11, Warren Wallace.
All right, here's Wallace, I think. Anyway, spot here for Ruby. That's hit to left center field. Looks like it may have air under it, and it does. 2 outs.
Number 18, Natalie Campos.
Here comes Natalie Campos. All right, 2 gone. That's a strike.
Ball.
And a 1-1 count. Ruby
Ball inside.
inside 2-1 to Natalie. Foul away, even up at 2 apiece. That's not there. Full count, big pitch.
Strike.
Hey, struck her out. And that's going to send us to the bottom of the 6th. 5-run lead for the Bullets, looking for some insurance here before we send her to the 7th.
Molly O'Connor.
And here's Molly O'Connor, who has not had a good ball game at the plate. She's caught a good one
You bet that's a strike.
behind the fantastic start from Ruby, and that almost whacked somebody.
You bet that's a strike.
There's a strike.
Ball. That's
Not
inside.
there. Trying for the strikeout again. Molly gets that one through, so she'll finally get a hit. That'll feel good.
Now batting,
Runner aboard.
number 1,
For Ruby Farrell, does she stay in late or do we take her out? We take her out.
Nick Jackman.
For Nick Jackman, who we have not seen for a little while. And the red hair of Nick in the box. That's low, a ball, 1-0.
Strike.
And that's in there, 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick. Gets a hold of that and screams at foul. Look out there. And a strikeout. So Nick, not the move you wanted to do there, but
The shortstop.
what are you going to do? We're back to the top of the order in favor of Layla Uptown in the leadoff spot. Hasn't done much today, but can't blame her for trying. First one's fouled away. It's 0-1. That's on the ground foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Layla. Not there on that one, 1-2. Gets a hold of that, fouls it away. We'll do her again. 12 the count, 1-2. And that's strikeout. And there's 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 7, Sophia.
All right, Sophia Coffey. Finally, the pink part of that cotton candy bat matches the uniform. And Coffey to right center, maybe just center. No problem out there. And we are headed to our final inning, and it looks like Wedge Velagas is going to come pitch. Why? Why is my question. Like every time we've brought this guy in,
Now
we've
batting,
struggled.
the second baseman,
6-1
number
ball
8,
game, 5 runs to play with.
Wall.
And here's Powell to lead things off in the inning for Hoboken.
Hit time.
That one's high. 1 ball, no strikes, Wedge. Especially with that slightly reduced strike zone. He is not going to have an easy time with that. What is he at? 17 accuracy? And we're seeing it here as he's behind in the count. On the ground, should be good for out number 1. The throw is not in time. Ridiculous. Too slow and not charged properly out there. Oliver Homebrew with a runner aboard, nobody out. It's going to step in against the right-handed Wedge. And whack that to left. That is trouble. No, it's not. It's handled. 1 gone. Runner retreats back to first, and here
Narciso
comes
Clemens.
Narciso Clements. A double play ends the ball game. Runner at first. Here it is. Strike. No balls in one strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 wedge. And that's to left. That's deep. That is back. That is out of here. 2 runs on the board for Hoboken in a big swing of the bat from Narciso Clements. And the lead is halved. 6-3 your score. Late drama here.
Number 51, Mariah Intense.
Mariah Intense stepping in. Do we leave wedge? I wouldn't. We will not. Felix Allen, yeah, your second worst option. And that's a ball. Felix has been such an up and down bullpen guy. We'd like to see him improve things, but it hasn't really happened. And that could be another home run. Center field, and that'll be out. 2 are gone.
Center fielder, number 16, Daydream Walkman.
Daydream Walkman stands between Felix Allen and the end of this ball game. The first pitch is swung on and missed a strike. That's too low. 1-1. Here it comes. On the ground and through. So this Hoboken Ball Club will not go quietly. And we're seeing that.
29, BB Dakota.
BB Dakota, the pitcher, stepping in but likely to be replaced.
Lucas Root.
Lucas. All right, Lucas, what you got? Too high. They've learned their lesson. They're being patient against wedge. And it's paying off as he's now behind 2-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Don't do this. And that's a walk. Not what you want to see. Get him out of here.
Number 30, Beast All Day.
Beast All Day stepping in, and he represents the tying run. First pitch fouled away, no balls and a strike. Wedge, 1 strike away to Beast. And that's hit and bonked, and that's an out. And the Bullets tightrope their way. Tying run was at the plate. Final score in this one, a score of 6-3. Could have been dangerous and was dangerous. You had a dangerous hitter at the plate. Final total, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Bullets. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Hoboken Haulers, here's a look at the big numbers for those who may be interested in them. And if we get a look at the pitching totals, Ruby Farrell collects the win. She went 6 innings today, gave up 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and no home runs. ERA to 3.18. No save for anybody else. Wedge deserves the ERA bump he's going to end up with after this one, but what are you going to do? And Ruby Farrell is in the MVP list, as she should be. Dean Robinson had the homer. He went 2 for 3 with a homer, a double, and 3 RBIs and a run scored. And in the first place spot tonight, Cesar Jacks. Well, you can't win them all in a pretty way. That was not a bad ball game until you put Wedge of Alagas in at the end. That was not a sanctioned move, but what are you going to do? We have a manager moment to contend with. You need to choose the player who will be the cover athlete for Champs Weekly. Who's it going to be? That's a good question. Lily Rocket, always an absolute solid option. She's our ace. Or outfielder extraordinaire, Agro Peppers. Well, Agro doesn't have great loyalty. Lily does, so that's certainly something to consider. She could only get herself so high with that. Agro, I'd like to keep him long term. We're going to do him for this one. Doesn't help a ton with the loyalty, but we'll take what we can get. Lily is very likely to stick with us, which I appreciate. And if we can get some PDO kind of stuff going for her to keep that loyalty up and keep our absolute beast of an ace for the mound, I would like to do that if we could, as we get through our CPU ball games. But let me know if you play, how you're liking the update, that sort of thing, and what you think about this series and where we're at with these ball clubs. And Before we close out, we're going to get you a preview of our next ball game, which will also be at home, and this time the Brooklyn Bluebells coming to town. They are 5-7. We are 7-5. They are extreme contact specialists. We are balanced. Speaking of Lily Rocket, she will be on the hill for us, and on the opposing side will be Dallas Pitts. Dallas with decent velo, decent accuracy. Lily with junk for the ages, decent accuracy, and tolerable velo. A good pitcher is Lily, though she has an 0-1 record with a 2.6 ERA. 1-1 record and a 2.03. Should be an interesting pitcher's duel for our next ball game. And we'll see all that and more as we get you set for further action in the Super Mega Baseball 4 Boardwalk Bullets, Bayfront Bullets rather, franchise. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, theories, ideas, recipes, vacation destinations, or anything else, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section down below. We will see you for the next episode. Peace.